Do you think women that was raised without a father is a reason for their poor choices in men?
That's a really good question. I think there are a lot of different reasons that women make poor choices in men, and obviously not having a father in the home when a young lady grows up is going to contribute.
Right.
But it's also very, very important to remember that sometimes parents are so dysfunctional and they're so argumentative and they're so destructive that sometimes it is better for the kids if they separate.
Wow.
It needs to be taken into consideration. Obviously, all boys and girls want both parents to be there for them. They want them to love them. They want to get disciplined. They want to learn the right way. But if a parent is being abusive and a parent is just really being a negative influence on a child or the family as a whole, I think that young ladies and young boys, they need to get to a point in their life where they can accept responsibility for who they are.
Right.
And that begins with loving themselves, obviously. If somebody's repeatedly making poor choices in relationships, I think it's time for that person to tap the brakes. You know, and to say, well, what's going on inside of me that's causing me to make these choices? We all have crosses to bear from our past. And not having a mom or a dad in the home is obviously one of them that we could be very, very burdened by.
I think it plays a part. Definitely plays a part if women didn't have a father. I think sometimes not having a dad, they don't see the dynamics of how the family dynamics work with the mom and the dad. And, sometimes, you have a mom, like a strong black mom. She tell them, you don't need no man. You don't need no man, girl. You know what I mean? And sometimes they grow up thinking, man, I don't need no man, But it can build a little bit. Women could be more dependent on, you know what I mean, without being dependent on a man. They could be more self-dependent. But I think, because when I date a girl that didn't have a father, I can see the difference. You know what I mean? A girl that have a father, she quick to cook for you and make your plate. You know what I mean?
Right.
A girl not like that. She like, the food ready. I'm like.
Personally, my father passed away when I was 12 years old. So I was raised through my teen years and early adult years without a father. So therefore, I didn't have a strong image of the male figure. And so in seeking out a man as a companion, the components of what a good man actually was foreign to me. So I believe that I made some choices based on trial and error, and that confirms your suspicion.
Right. What do you think?
Well, my view on it is I feel like it does impact a woman because she will find herself often in a relationship which would be called a stepping stone relationship. And the reason being is because, just like she said before, when the father is not present, then that woman she falls victim.
Yeah, that definitely plays a part in it. I think in anything, we're all a product of our environment. Meaning that if you're raised in the hood, you tend to think that way. When trouble comes, you don't tend to think, let's reason this or let's work it out if you're accustomed to being around violence all your life. So if a woman is raised without a father figure or just a positive male figure in her life in general, I think that definitely plays a part into her rationale or the way she compartmentalizes, males or what have you. So I do think that plays a part. But there are exceptional exceptions to every rule.